Start, flex, I do work. Woo, six up like Mike. He's out of sight. Woo, they got me tight. Keep that like Ike. Six up the spot. Into the night. Yeah.
Speaking of the dark, here we are. Let's get into this bigger, better confidence. Steps to making progress and what tools you need to get better. Let's get off for starters, self-confidence, self-belief. You take initiation and do something you step into confidently, knowing that you're going to give all your all. Try to be the best version of yourself while still learning how to pretty much to be the best and execute it all in a proper way and believing in yourself. Be confident about your passion, what pretty much drives you. Stick it all out. Make sure it all gets done in one task. Your best, all you can do. Pretty much bring value to yourself. Whatever it is, be educated about your job and your position where you're at. Doesn't matter if it's the next warehouse job or, example, being at Amazon. If you're a forklift driver, box conveyor guy, adding value to the company is you pretty much asserting yourself, knowing that you're a leader for your peers and you show example for the people that just showed up to get a paycheck from 9 to 5. People just show up, bullshit 3 hours, work the other 5, or vice versa. It's not a leadership. You're just being lazy. You're just there. You're just existing. It's a feminine trait to just be right there, right, existing right then and there. Masculinity, you have to build and find out the system and work better with your peers. Find out what it is to connect with the manager. Ask them when the next position is going to be open. Learn what the income rate is. Learn there's a craft you might be a repair tech within the warehouse, and there's another warehouse paying better at that moment. So you might want to apply there. Always expand yourself and have diverse portfolio, so that way you be able to network with a lot of different people. So a lot of other stuff, a lot of podcasts nowadays are always telling people you got to be an entrepreneur that makes good money. Nah, you can make a lot of money just being in the right position at somebody else's company. And you don't always have to be an alpha all the time. I think alpha traits, people are just born with it. There's nothing wrong with being a beta or a sigma. Like, what things that just matters, just keeping the masculine traits so you're not getting walked all over. You got to stand, have a value and authority. That's what people respect. Everyone wants to make 100K. It's pretty much what's standard nowadays for 2022. If you ain't making 100K, you ain't shit. You just existing in the world and living paycheck to paycheck. That's not true. 50K is a good salary. Now, if you want to gain grounds and be higher value and make 100K, it takes a lot more education, skill set, and good trade, whatever, or a degree to be able to make that. Don't get discouraged because you ain't there yet, but you have to apply yourself to want to be able to get there. Being a boss, technically being able to fire somebody or making your own money, it could be the goal, but what you want to be is just the best at what you are and the best at your position. If you can hire or fire somebody, good, great. Regardless if you don't have that position, just be high value to that position, who you are, hold authority, and just be a leader, be an example. Having a good career is just by choice. You have to have a passion for it, because if not, you're just existing. Like I tell you, have the steps mastered, self-confidence, hold self-value, hold authority with yourself, have a place in life that you know where you need to be, have ambition, know what your passion is and be serious about it. Like a burning urge, like it's automatic when you wake up. It's what's my next move? What's my next trait that I need to gain? How do I build this company, or how do I move up in this company? Make sure you're making the right moves and listening to the right people, and always position yourself to have an extra inch in your next day, one day at a time. Being with that social circle is very important too. Not to knock anybody that has current friends that kind of ain't really doing shit, smoking weed, doing drugs, or whatever it is like that. You guys got long past and everything like that. It's okay if you can help them, as long as they're not extracting time of you being great and better. Everybody has party friends. I have elementary friends. Yeah, pretty much. Party friends and business friends are different. Like, but your party friends, everybody that's been with you since elementary. I have a good group of friends, and we've been just down from each other when we didn't have nothing, sharing top ramen and stealing from the damn grocery store and stuff just to be able to have our next meal, snacks to go out to play basketball with. Loyalty is what you really need. That's what really matters. Nowadays, I see in Generation Z, the men are lost in the world. No loyalty friends. It's okay to be a loner, play video games, stay home, sneak around, be on porn all day, not even want to be better and try to pull girls or anything like that. Straight feminine energy, whining, crying all the time, complaining. Feminine energy. It's all negative. You can't have none of that. You have that masculine energy, doing what helps and gets you moving and motivated for the day. My friend has this, or he's gonna get this. I'm cheering him on. I'm real good at making sure that I have good surroundings around me. Keep good friends around you. That's going to where you can either better them or they better you. Adding value to your circle doesn't mean you have to ditch your old friends. You can network and become greater and have better portfolio of expanding by networking with other men who are doing something. Meet the good person, but at the same time, the person wants to mess with you because you're bringing value to it. You're a hard worker. You're dedicated. You want to learn. He sees you want to learn. He sees you have potential to be better than what you are. He can help you get out that same spot while he sees that you're gaining ground. You guys can network together, and you can be able to make good grounds also. I'm not telling you to ditch your childhood friends or anything like that are bums or anything like that. We all got love for everybody that's in a tight spot. Everybody's in a tight spot in the bind throughout their life. We can always help them do better as they help us do better. They'll look down upon people. Examples, how LeBron did all the work and got everything and made it to the NBA and one of the biggest names ever. And Rich Paul and Maverick are right next to him. He bettered them up while they stuck it out, kept loyalty, and they all gain confidence to hang out with better people. You only want to get what they have, or you see what they have, and makes you gets a passion inside you. Man, how do you get that? And how do you get there? The people that can help you, if you're in the right settings and around the right people. If they motivate you, those are the people you want to be around. People that are just making you feel like it's okay to bullshit and just like not do nothing with your day. It's okay to spend an hour or two, long as it doesn't affect your productivity that you have going on, your goal for the day. Waking up with no goals, just you're existing. You're waking up just, I'm gonna show up to work and just bullshit and get these couple hours, get this paycheck, with a paycheck that I know is gonna go all to the rent or to the bills, to my car payment, to my cell phone. You're not getting anywhere. You're not gaining any ground. You've been doing that for months and years. Well, who are you? You're wasting everybody else's time. Yeah. So if you're wasting everybody else's time, then what is your purpose? If you don't have no purpose, then you might as well be like one of these stragglers walking around on the streets pushing a basket. And so you must gain confidence and keep confidence. Don't let other people around you like throw you off or make you lose your focus. It all helps when we have a good social circle, people that are around you being productive and creating value in the world. That stuff keeps your hopes up when you're having a bad day. Everybody has a bad day and a bad week. Don't get emotional and let it throw you off. And definitely don't be the person that's being negative, like negative about yourself. It decreases your confidence. You have no authority when you don't have no confidence. Situation, man, just being like, well, why shouldn't you gotta like pull all the girls and get and use his business as say that's why he's being successful? Like you complaining, that's a negative towards yourself, and nobody needs that. And you want to make sure you be able to hold authority by keeping confidence. Social anxiety is pretty normal. It's hard to connect to other people sometimes when you feel socially awkward and you don't know to say the right things. So if you don't know how to say the right things, do the right things. People that are in a position to grow and always know the surroundings. They'll notice you, and they'll be able to. Some people, majority of the time, will pull you in and make sure that you're on the right track if they see that you have potential. Not seeing other men have authority also is not a good example. Like it shows that you have no masculinity. You have doubt in yourself. So, like an example, you try to get your car repaired, and the guy's in there, and he sees that he's trying to work with you. You know, he gives you a deal. I mean, the transmission, man, $1,200, man. You want to put it in? We have it done like in a week, and you pause and you wait, and man, I need to see if I need to ask the wife and see if we can spend that money this month because I'm the one that pulls in all the money, but she actually handles the stuff and pays the bills. That all that is like submissive talk, just decreases your authority in another person's eyes. They see you like, man, what, you got to check with her. That's crazy, man. You bringing in all the bread. Why you check with somebody else to spend the money that you create? So, and that fact too, it's all negative value also. And another thing, when your days are bad, good, or just average, take accountability when things go wrong. Because everybody's always quick to jump on the fame and take the glory, raise their hand when things go right. Yeah, that was me. I'm the one that did it right. I'm the one that brought in the money today. I'm the one that moved that box and put it in the right spot. Now, like, manage your emotions. You have to master that. Emotions always flow, and you can't control things that come into your mind. But what you can control is the way you react to anger, fear, resentment, depression. Sometimes, if you can't control that stuff, it's all a problem for yourself. It's another feminine trait. You can't control emotions. You're more effective as a man. You're become a better leader when you're mentally stronger and can make choices without having your emotions tear you down or cloud your judgment. Makes you a stronger human. Pretty much, it has nothing to do about being a man. It's just about being a leader. Move at a good pace, knowing your current limits, and move it at a pace that's not for others. That's for you. Setting boundaries and gain respect as you're building your value. Don't let people walk all over you. When other people see that you have no respect, leaves you powerless, leaves you tested. Everyone wants to test your masculinity, and they see if you don't have no masculinity and you're not connected with your aggression in a healthy way, the people will expose you, and this all becomes weak. Feminine traits also, getting walked on, letting other people walk on you. It's disrespect, and disrespect to tear down your confidence. Making excuses and complaining on why you don't have it and why bad things are happening to you without doing anything and just sitting on your ass, you ain't doing shit for nobody. And all, pretty much to me, it's just bitch assness. You complaining. Complaining doesn't do shit for anybody. Men shouldn't fucking complain. Women complain when they don't feel something right. They ain't feeling good. They don't feel like you talk to them right. You don't say something a certain kind of way and all that stuff like that. That's acceptable for a woman. It's not acceptable for a man. That's straight bitch assness to complain on something that you are feeling, not something that you sat back and thought logically, this is why it didn't happen. This is realistically why this stuff is happening to me, is because I'm accepting the shit that's happening to me and it keeps on happening to me. I'm not doing anything about it. If the water's falling on you and you don't have shade to cover all the rain you're going to get wet. If you don't move, you're going to get wet. So stop complaining. Everyone nowadays has a cell phone. You can do better research to be able to get a better income, live in a better spot, position yourselves in a better way. If you are applying yourself and not getting any results, reach out for help. That's the part of networking. That's being surrounded by the right people. Nowadays, anybody that's like over 22, 23, just bullshitting, going around wasting time, jumping on social media, staying around, hanging on video games, staying on porn sites fucking half of the day when you're in the house, you're a fucking loser. Especially if you're in your parents' house doing this shit. Like, if you're not there bringing any value to them, helping out with the bills temporarily, and they're helping you, hey, son, I know you're going to be getting ready to move soon. Save us some money. Don't give us no money for 6 months to a year. Stack up your money so you can get up out of here. If you're just staying there and your family has any health issues that they rely on you and they're helping you, you're wasting your time and your life. You ain't doing nothing with yourself. And I'm here to let you know that you're a fucking loser. I don't care what nobody says. Everybody wants to be soft America and just say, hey, like, don't talk to him like that. He has ADHD or he has a emotional disorder. He ain't all there. No, like that's all. Everybody's being coddled nowadays, and everybody needs to stop being coddled. Everybody's okay with being feminine, and it's making the women be masculine nowadays. They're making more of the money. They're getting better at the education because we've got sorry ass men that just ain't doing shit and don't want to do better because everybody's being coddled. And today the coddle has to end. The industry market, it just, there's no room for the excuses. There's no room for the victim mindset. There's no like, I ain't got a ride. I ain't got a car. I don't have friends that have a business that can put me in a good position. I don't know nobody that can do this. Everybody meets somebody. There's not an excuse. You can get out there and meet somebody and do better. You have to want it first. You sit back in your room and you stay every day and you just being depressed and not wanting to leave the house. You're not doing nothing for yourself. You're not being productive for society. You're not doing anything for anybody. Start from day one. Find out what you need to do. Find out what you want to do. Create a passion. Be confident. Study. Learn how to do it. When to do it. Execute one day at a time. One task at a time. Step by step. And that's the way we start to get this bigger and better confidence.